And a very warm welcome to SDIG Global Conference 2025. SDIG's Global Conference this year is focused around beyond boundaries, building bridges in education, wellness, and AI for transformative growth, amongst several other subjects as well. Your hosts for the next few hours will be Dr. Joseph Nwoye, the president and founder of SDIG, and Dr. Karen Walker, who has been an SDIG stalwart for quite some time. Dr. Walker is an IOP specialist, which stands for Industrial Organizational Psychology, which means she's very clever. It also means that she's extremely good at organizing things, which is very helpful for all of us here. It's a pleasure to have you joining us. We'll be going through the afternoon in a number of sessions, and we're crossing across all continents of the world with those attendees who are joining us from around the world, and also the panelists who are with us as well. So it is my very great pleasure to welcome all of you to SDIG Global Conference 2025 and to introduce your host, Dr. Joseph Nwoye, President and founder of the Systemic Diversity and Inclusion Group. Dr. Nwoye, welcome.
Just welcome. And what we've like to do is give each panel member kind of the opportunity. There she is. Hi, Linden. So give everybody the opportunity to kind of hear from you and kind of dive into what you're working on now and just how that is in alignment with SDIG's quest, for peace, equity, and social justice just globally. Okay, Uraiz. So if you could go ahead and go first and give us about 2 to 3 minutes of kind of what you're working on right now.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, guys, for giving me this opportunity as well. So, as you already know my name is Uraiz, and I am the CEO and the founder of Typein. Actually, we help the newly early stage startups in the US and the sub Canada and European market who actually start their businesses, and the small businesses, but they want to integrate their AI in their small businesses to improve their quality, improve like empowerment their businesses. So we implement AI agents in their small businesses to improve their productivity. Like they can just have household their incomes. They can just transform their businesses around the making the AI agents. They can just provide the 24/7 services as a call agents as well to resolve the queries and spread out the some sort of salary issues as well. For the doctors, they can just have a AI model integrated who can introduce their appointment systems using some AI models as well. So for the most of the part, we are empowering with the tech education and real estate industries. Mostly we are targeting to them that to empowering their products, already built-in products. And if someone have their own ideas and they just want a new tech partner, so we just jump into their product. We provide them the complete end-to-end tech services. It's more like a digital product studio where we just provide complete from till scratch to and delivery to the market to the product with the complete AI solutions we provide to them. So this is what all about that I am me and my team is doing right now. And for that, the SDIG will definitely make some sort of a program where we are just creating some sort of that the poor people, the diversity, the prisoners who actually just don't have a belief that they can just start their life again. So we are just making some sort of foundation for them where they can just came and they can learn some sort of skills where they can get a job from there. So we are making some sort of plan just along with the Dr. Neuer and the SDIG. So we'll make some sort of program where the people can just register themselves. They can learn some sort of new skills and just transform their lives from the very beginning of their lives. Whatever that's happened in the last, they can just move on from there and they can just start from there. So these kind of programs that we are just right now working on, and that's all about
Yes.
how I am contributing with the SDIG and what I am doing right now. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Very, very busy over there, here is. So thank you so much. I appreciate that, and we can't wait to dive in more to your work. Also want to welcome to this session Linden Thorp. If you would like to go ahead and give us kind of a deep dive into what you're working on, how it aligns with SDIG, and you can take 2 to 3 minutes for that.
Okay, thank you. I'm Linden Thorp, and I've been associated.
So, Linden, we are having a little bit of an issue with your audio. It is a little bit choppy, so I don't know if it's your connection. Okay, thank you. All right, Elaine. As we've mentioned before, we'd love to hear from you about 2 to 3 minutes on kind of what you're working on, and how it's in alignment with SDIG. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Hi, everyone. Elaine Jackson here in Massachusetts. I am the owner and founder of Holistic Project Management Consulting. Been in business for 30 years or so. And I want to say to Dr. Cordelia that when you see people with their shoulders up to the ears, it's because they're short. Okay, only 5'1". So I focus on project management. I also focus on some other areas, but we serve as project managers and business leaders. We apply knowledge and strategies so that people can achieve best in class results. And the reason we say best in class is the results. We want people to know that every results or success is based on what the stakeholder or the customer wants. So we make sure that we are aware of the needs of the customer. So how do we align with SDIG? I thought at first, I really don't do diversity stuff here in the US. They've tried to mute it, but I realized the more I help people, the more I have a 95% success rate with the PMP certification. People are passing with the strategies. I realized that I am making a difference. I am reaching people. Someone said to me, "You do training? Black people don't do training." I'm like, "But who said that?" I've never seen a Black person do a training. And it was like when people see me first, they just eyes open. They're like, "Wow." And you made me feel so included. You made me feel good. People tell me when I do deliver training, "Oh, I have ADHD. I can't learn." I'm like, "Well, who told you that?" "Well, my teacher." I say, "Your teacher's not qualified to tell you that. They are not the expert." I said, "Tell you what, you don't have ADHD and I'm going to help you pass this exam." And when they pass the exam, they go on and start a master's program, and they go on. I have a girl that started a university. And I'm like, "Wow, this is great. I am making a difference." It looks a little bit different than doing vagus nerve breathing and all of that. But the bottom line is I feel that I am making a difference. So I just want to talk about AI for a moment. It's important that people get on board with AI. They said initially, "Oh, it will not take your jobs." It's replacing people. They're using AI as a way to try to get rid of some of the, I'm not going to say the people who maybe do the heavy lifting in the jobs, right? So you have got to get on board. Don't say, "I don't like tech." Once you sit with the right instructor, you will find it quite enjoyable. I joined a small group at my church, and within 5 minutes, I created the whole program, the handout, the slides, the notes, the questions. I'm like sitting there watching AI create this thing, and I was just so glad I didn't have to spend 3 weeks doing it. So thank you so much for having me here, Dr. Nwoye.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're glad to have you on this session. Okay, for our panel members, we have some questions. We just like to go ahead and jump in with those. And as we're talking about your work that you do with so many different small businesses, how can small businesses use AI to help save them time and also to help them grow? Either one of you can jump in. Uraiz, do you have some?
I'll answer. This is Elaine.
Go ahead, Elaine.
Hi, I know I'm not spotlighted, but it's okay. Yeah, what I see people doing, they're writing like 4 and 5 books in a weekend, and I'm like, this is crazy. But people are actually saying that I had like 5 books I wanted to write, and they've been sitting on my desk for 10 years, and now I'm going to take it and put it in AI, and they're being more productive. Is that, should we be ashamed? No. The people who take action should be rewarded. And this is what's happening. People are taking action and getting books produced, getting it out there and being seen and getting paid.
Thank you for that. Uraiz, you had something?
Yeah, so as you just asked, like how the AI is revolving the small businesses as well. So AI is just helping out each and every business right now in the market. So if we just talk about, the developers, the most important, the developers who actually build this AI is now helping to them as well. Like we can build the complete website, complete product, not within a month, not within a year, just within a weeks. So AI is just helping us is around like, okay, we can just do our months or like years of work within a month and even in the some sort of days as well. So, a lot of, if I just give you an example, like most of the founders, when they have some sort of ideas in their mind and they just want to spread that idea into the market. So they don't have to just wait for the months to just build their MVP. They just have to wait for the 1 week, and within a week, they can just spread their idea to the global world. And then the world knows about their ideas and they can just get the funding and each and everything, and they can just grow their business within some sort of weeks, and they can find each and everyone. So these kind of AI is just revolving each and every business right now in the world. Either you are an educator, either you are a doctor, either you are a lawyer, anyone. So we can just say that right now the AI is just changing the world and changing the business strategies and changing the business, the production and growth as well. So this is how AI is impacting right now.
Thank you. I mean, I love your energy and positivity in this AI aspect. So the next piece is, I know you've been very positive on what AI can do, but can you talk to us a little bit about maybe some of the barriers that small businesses can encounter when they're trying to adopt using AI? Like, how can they kind of overcome that challenge? Uh, if anybody wants to speak to that.
I can speak. This is Elaine. What has happened is in the banking industry, a lot of my clients are telling me that they cannot. They have been told, do not put this material into AI. So what happens with AI is when you just blatantly put your information in there, it holds your information and actually makes your information available in the bigger database. So when you do research, you're actually getting access to other people's stuff. The problem with that, somebody may be putting junk in there. Somebody may put their social security number or their date of birth or something. You have to blind it. So whenever I ask crazy questions that are not related to my business, I always do it under. There's a way that you can mute the search so that it doesn't collect that information and add it. So my AI knows me. It actually wrote a poem to me. And so I feel like, hey, I don't need humans. I got AI, but I know I need human contact. But the bottom line is it's important for us to realize that the AI is there to help us, and we need to be able to use it responsibly.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. I think that I like how you were saying, making sure that you're feeding it the information in the channel that you want to, right? So being able to turn off some of the other channels you may have open, because it does learn you very well, apparently enough to write you poetry and give you the uh, affirmations that you'd like from it. So go ahead, Uraiz, do you have a comment on this?
Yeah. So Actually, I have a like similar kind of comment on the Elaine, but the thing is that yes, the AI is just helping us just to speed up us, but we do not totally rely on the AI. One of the major aspect is just Eleni says that about the banking and or the security things and security credentials as well. We are just blindly trust on the AI and we are putting those kind of like secure numbers and security credentials to the AI. But the other thing is that it's also impacting the the some sort of people using the AI just for their health consciousness as well. They are asking from the AI that okay, what could be benefit for their health as well. So AI is not a doctor. AI just is a robot. So we do not totally rely on those things that okay, I don't need to go to the doctor. I just have my own chat GPT or on some sort of any sort of AI. I can ask about my health that okay, I am having this kind of problem. Do you suggest me any medicine? So these kind of things that are people are doing right now in the world. So that is a really huge barrier for that. The drawback of the AI as well, but it's not I don't feel like it's a drawback. It's more about the how the people use the AI. So we only need to use the AI to improve ourselves, but not about our health. Do not compromise on our health, on our security measurements and all those things. So these kind of the things that I personally feel that okay, we should need to keep private from the AI as well. But yeah, people are doing right now, so I think we need to encourage people that do not do those kind of things with the AI.
Want
Yeah,
to
I like.
comment? I'm
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
go ahead. No, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
want to comment on the Uraiz. Yeah, it's important that you give the right prompts. If you say, tell me about medicine, it's going to just give you whatever. Also, you need to tell it, please do not hallucinate, because it makes, I'm not sure why they create this thing where it makes up stuff. It's almost like a little kid when you ask it, did you take the candy? No, I didn't take the candy. The dog took the candy. So it lies. And if you just put your prompts and you get something and you copy and paste it, that's where you get caught. You need to clean it up. You need to verify.
I think
Wow.
one major part. Sorry, Dr. White. The
No,
major
I
part is
wanted
like
to comment on that because not everybody's as familiar with these terms, even with AI and the different platforms. So it's important. Like I like how you brought that up. You have to inform the AI, right? Don't hallucinate. Don't kind of flower this up. You want the facts. So I appreciate that. But go ahead, Uraiz.
yeah. Actually, again, we can say that to AI that do not hallucinate, but it's again the AI. We are again giving the prompt that do not hallucinate. What about if the AI gets hallucinate on that prompt as well? So we cannot either we are saying that do not hallucinate, but we still do not rely on that AI, because AI can make mistakes, AI can make some sort of blunders as well. So we still need a human who actually need to verify that okay, whatever the AI is giving to us, is it accurate or not? Because right now it's just like we are when we are training some sort of data, we again humans are training that data, not the AI is training that data. So definitely these kind of things are going on, but still we cannot only yes, the better prompt are really important, but still we cannot totally rely that okay, do not hallucinate, but give me this medicines or something like that. Again, we cannot totally blindly trust on that part, because it's again a machine, it's again a robot.
Yeah, no, thank you. Sedley, you have your hand up. Did you have?
Oh, hi, Dr. Walker. Just to let you know,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm still working with the lines to Japan, and hopefully we'll get back online again in the next few minutes or so. It's what we call Sod's Law in the UK, where if something is going to go wrong at the right time, it will. And just from the SDIG side, on a small contribution to make, Uraiz, by the way, thank you very much for supporting SDIG. On behalf of Dr. Nwoye, Dr. Walker, and the rest of the team, Elaine, your insights have been fantastic. You made a point that I'm raising with the team inside of SDIG that might be helpful for you to think about. If you are using any kind of system, whether it's a physical notebook or whether it's a computer, particularly if it's a computer, you can log in to 5 Facebook accounts if you create them. You can log into 5 Google accounts if you want to. You can find, yeah. So the first thing is, where am I? No matter what you're doing, if you ask yourself, where am I, before you start typing, that sometimes helps, because you suddenly go, I didn't mean to reply to everybody in the department. I only wanted to write to Elaine. We've all done it. And the other thing, I think very pointedly, is that specifically with regard to AI, AI is like saying science. It's a very broad church. Most of the time, we're talking about the language model, where we're getting a call and response. And if you have any environment, doesn't matter whether you have a Yahoo account or any other, where you actually have to log in to that account with your credentials, your email, for your documents, that means that those documents or those emails are much more secure. With the AI environment, this is critical. So if you use any corporate AI environment, it could be ChatGPT environment corporate, or Microsoft Copilot, or some of the others. Once you are logged in with the understanding and the provision of your company, and everything that is created and everything that you ask, all of the prompts are all held securely, just like your documents. However, if you are simply using one of the AI tools on the web without logging in because you simply want to get something done, then Elaine, you're spot on. At that point, that information is then available for that AI platform to then learn from and use externally. But if you are logged into your school account or your work account, then that's a very different thing. So it's basically about what I call actual intelligence, not artificial. If you log into something, that means it's secure to you and your company. And if you don't, then you don't.
Thank you.
For that. All right, I'm going to move right along to our next question here for this panel. And really, it has to do with what we've been talking about, right? I mean, as small businesses are trying to learn this and quickly get better and faster, what are some things that they can do just to ensure that they are still being ethical in their business, right? I mean, because there are security concerns or there are other things, but just ethically, sometimes AI can push those limits. So when an organization or small business is trying to upscale, what are some things they need to be aware of just ethically in their business practice with AI?
Well, the tools we use as project managers, all of them have an AI component to it, which makes it a little bit safer, because now that they are responsible for doing things right, because a lot of people, thousands and thousands of people are using the tools. So when you're using Trello, or you're using what are some of the other tools, Asana, Monday.com, even Tableau, which is a visualization tool, has an AI component. So everything is getting in on this wave. And I believe that, you know how they have the curve of innovation, where in the very beginning you have the early adopters and you have the people who wait online. Simon Sinek talks about it. And they go and stand outside waiting all night for the store to open to get the first phone or the first TV that's a certain kind of screen. And so it's important to understand that as people do that, it's important that you catch the wave early. If you're coming in now, you get certified now in AI, or you get certified in PQ, which is what I've done to try to be different than everybody else. I've gone into certifications such as sustainability and PQ and AI. And by doing that, you now can corner the market being different, be offering something that more is like what everybody has, but with a different spin. And that's what I've done to show myself as being branded as helping people in a way that meets those goals for the United Nations goals, trying to help feed people and stop hunger. And, so those 17 goals that are set by the United Nations, that's really important to me.
Okay, Uraiz, anything?
Yeah. So yeah, same. I just have one more idea. Is like AI is helping the small businesses on the automation side. We are automate lot of things and speed up lot of things. But the thing is like just an example, like if some sort of a business, they have to entry a large set of data. So rather than the hiring a 10 people who actually write all of those fields and each and everything, the AI can just automate those things and populate those fields. And we just need to have a two people who can validate those things. So this is something the AI is just helping us to reduce our manpower as well and just automate our processes. Automation is, whenever we call about AI is called, okay, for the small businesses, AI is an automation for them, that okay, lot of their processes can be automated, but still that again we are not using something for the our personal things. AI can be a personal agent for you, AI can be a personal assistant for you, but do not share some sort of personal information with that. Just be professional with the AI as well. So this is kind of thing that we just need to be in barrier, but yes, AI will helping us these kind of the areas for the small businesses.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm learning a lot. Just, I think, I think as business owners, really trying to stay ahead of the game, right? And some things that you have to constantly be thinking of. So it's very helpful. What would you say, as we're looking at kind of the underserved markets or communities, right? And them trying to get out there and maybe using AI to their advantage. What are some of the most maybe overlooked opportunities to do that? Kind of what we would call like the low-hanging fruit, some things that those communities could try or maybe start with.
Okay.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Uraiz.
Uraiz.
Yeah. So okay, so one of the like low hanging fruit, the major problem is right now is GTM. Lot of every business needs some sort of marketing. Every business needs some sort of leads or something. So what we can do is like right now, most of the people is doing is creating a AI agent who actually work for them as a GTM, go to market person. So the AI will think like that. Okay, what is this business need, and they like by their self as an agent they can reach out to lot of people at one time. If a human can do reach out to 10 people, 20 people in a day, but the AI can just spread it down like 1,000 people in a day. So this is how these kind of low hanging fruits for them, that if you are a business owner, you want to generate some sort of leads, you can just use that AI GTM, artificial go to market person who actually do similar kind of a work in a day what the other a human can do in a month. So these are the kind of a low hanging fruits where we can generate lot of more leads or these kind of things, and these are the areas where we mostly AI is using right now so far.
No, thank you for that. I just before you jump in here, Elaine, I wanted to touch on that. I love how you said as humans, you may be like, oh, I had a great day. I reached out to 100 people, but you're saying with AI, and data marketing, I guess you're talking, thousands, just your reach. So that's really amazing to see that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Elaine.
Yeah, I think the low hanging fruit is even lower than what Uraiz is talking about. We're talking about people that are being squeezed out of the market. People, I mean, you see everybody with some kind of smartphone, but they're using some kind of pay plan where, they pay as you go kind of thing. And they don't really have the level of power that we do. And so when they get squeezed out of the market, there's going to be a lot of people out of jobs. Now, I think the current administration, without mentioning any names, is hoping that with the immigrants that have been deported, that the people who don't have jobs will go and start doing farm work, go back plowing fields, go back doing hard labor. Now, I'm not talking building a data center. I'm not talking about building custom homes. I'm talking about hard labor. And people are saying they're not going backwards. Black people are saying they're not going backwards and going to work the farms. And this is where the disconnect, the low hanging fruit is, how do we make sure that we're accountable for our brothers and our sisters. Not so much black, but people, human. I think about the old people in my neighborhood, and when their insurance gets cut in a couple of months, I might see people on the street dead or sick. You know, we have to be accountable for our brothers, our sisters, our neighbors to say, hey, what do you need? Build some kind of system where you can have accountability for the people that are out there.
Yeah, I love this aspect you guys are bringing up is, the accountability is still there, even when we're dealing with AI, just as humans, like being accountable to each other, as human beings. And um, I think that what each of you are doing, right? I mean, that human touch with business owners especially, but can you speak to how, or I guess like what type of support maybe you give to companies and small business owners who are trying to use tech like in a smart way? So we talked about the low-hanging fruit, but like what kind of support do you typically give to, a leader who's kind of looking to institute some of these methods?
Mind if I go, Uraiz?
Yeah. Actually, for my side, I have me and my team is we are providing complete technical support to each and every the business, and it's more like their development, their product development, and when we develop their product, we integrate that AI agents according to their business needs. So this is how we are helping them. It's like they tell us that okay. Either whatever the business they are, either it could be edtech, health tech, real estate, fintech, like these kind of multiple businesses who actually need to transform the automation in their businesses. So we help them to build their product first. Either it could be a website, mobile application, or anything. First, we build that, and then we add the AI agent into their systems according to their business needs. So this is how we are helping them, the founders, the entrepreneurs, and the investors right now.
Sure. Just let me follow up on that with you to clarify. So I'm curious because, a lot of times I think as business owners, we may think we know what we need. And as you, the practitioners kind of in AI, you actually know what we need. So,
Yeah.
I mean, how do you deal with that? Kind of like you're trying to teach the client almost.
Yes, definitely. We just that is what I'm saying, that we are not only the the developers or the coders or something like that. We are becoming their tech partners. And when we call that tech partners, so we jump into their business that okay, what actually right now need for your business? How this digital transformation will impact your business? What kind of money or revenue or something that you will gain in the next 3 months, 4 months, or even the 6 months? We discuss with them that okay, for the last 3 months this is something that you achieve with the human effort, but if we just put this AI agents into your systems, this productivity will be 3x your business revenue or something like that. So this is how we train them first, that okay, how to use this AI. When we are implementing AI into their system, they also have to learn about that thing, that how to use that AI agents or for those things to for their businesses as well. Because we are just the producers, that we just produce that, we build that AI, we build that product for them, but they are the owners. They need to spread it down, and they need to tell the customers that okay, this is what we have, this is how we are doing services for you. Because we are providing the services to our founders, and the founders are providing services to the client or the actual company, and we build that some sort of partnership with them.
Sure. Yeah. No, thank you for that. Elaine, go ahead.
Yeah, I believe that when we offer the services, we have to also do surveys, and it's important to have social proof. So
Mm,
when people say, "Oh, do you have any clients?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've been in business for 30 years. Go just look me up on LinkedIn or look me up on the web." And when people do that, they're like, oh my God, you've done so much. I'm like, yeah, isn't that what you're supposed to do as a business owner? A lot,
Right.
and I think it's important to have social proof so that when people check you out, or you have recommendations, or you have accommodations, or people can find you, that you have a website. That your website, when they click it, it doesn't say 404 error code.
Right.
It's important that the links that you have out there, that they work, and that you're saying the right things, that you help people, that people can then turn around and sing your praises because they've worked with you. But if you don't have those endorsements, you don't have all of that, people are like, wait a minute, this is a fly by night business. They may be taking my money and then I can't find them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's value in that too. Thank you. Bring that attention to the business owners that, just because somebody says they can help you, you want to definitely check those references. I mean, are they actually living and doing the principles they're trying to teach you to do? Is so important in business. As we're kind of wrapping up our panel for this session, I'd like the panelists to kind of speak to how startups, that are using AI and kind of implementing it for marketing and these types of things, how can they also just amplify their social impact rather than, just concentrating on moving the needle for profits and money, right? And I think, Elaine, you kind of opened up with that, thinking like maybe I am involved heavily in the social justice, right? Because of the work that I do. So, how can startups use AI to amplify kind of their social voices to make an impact as well?
I believe that it's very easy to do if you're willing to maybe give free training or free workshops, or say, hey, we'll come in and train your people, and if they don't like it, you don't have to pay. Sometimes you say, oh my God, I don't want to do that. But when people see you come with your hands open and you're ready to help, the sense of reciprocity is there. They don't want to feel like they owe you, or that you'll talk about them like, yeah, I did free training for them, because it makes it look like they couldn't afford it. So they say, hey, no, we want to pay you, because they don't want any kind of negative feeling of somebody did something for me and I got it free, and they might talk about it. So I think it's important that we be of service. And if someone says they can't afford something, say, well, okay, what is your budget? What is your budget? How can we build a program for you? And we would like to help you. We'll train your people. Just like you said about the training of the people, so that they can then train their people and then move it out from there. That is so critical.
Yeah, absolutely. Uraiz?
Yeah, similar kind of thoughts is like more like training and some sort of as of my industry, like we are providing some sort of consultation to them first. Like, okay, what kind of consultation that you and your employees need. So we provide some sort of consultation to them that, okay, this is your business, this is the AI will impact, this is how it will work, and these are the training, these are the sessions that you need to take it first, that you do not make mistakes with the AI, do not make mistakes with your business and mix up the AI agents and your business, and do not get some sort of loss thing. So we provide some sort of free consultations to them. And also we already, whenever we just make any sort of the AI product or something like that, we need to a detailed documentation for that as well, which we call that some sort of a book, e-learning book, where they can just read that book about their product. That, okay, this is something what I have built. This is how AI is impacting my business. This is how I need to use. We call it like e-learning book, but for their entire product. So whenever it's also help them whenever they go to some sort of investors, they don't have to pitch themselves. They just provide them that, okay, this is the e-learning book that you can read it by yourself. You can read it like what kind of tech specific that have been used in it. Because when they are going to any sort of investor, we are not going with them. So if investor asks any sort of technical question from them, how they will explain it? So we are providing them the e-learning, complete e-learning book, that any kind of tech related question, any kind of these kind of relation like things will be sorted out over there.
Yeah.
I think Elaine has some sort of question.
Yeah. Go ahead, Elaine.
Yeah, I just want to say what Uraiz is talking about is what we do in project management. We call a PMO health assessment. And many times we do that free, where we go in and do an assessment and find where are the gaps, where are the problems, and then we can then come back in with the solution. And if the customer is ready for the solution, then we can work on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do want to see if there's any questions that we have for the panel members, and I know we didn't get to bring Linden in because of the sound, so that's unfortunate. But are there any questions at this time for our panelists on this topic? Welcome.
Hello, and thank you so much. I learned so much today, so I really appreciate it. I'm a kind of a newly AI person, but I do use AI, and I just appreciate the fact that just learning more and more. And as an educator, we're wondering if AI is something that is ethical, and this is something that we can use in the classroom. And Elaine, you had mentioned something about how your AI knows you. And then I'm kind of experiencing that too, because when you do have those questions, you ask the prompts, it will give examples based on who you are and everything about you. So I really appreciate you saying that. It resonates with me. Yeah, we do still need human beings, of course, but the AI is kind of a go-to where you can at least expedite research, and then sometimes, you do have to question it, but it's really up to you. And that's why it's really important for young people to understand critical thinking so that they can ask the right questions, continue to understand what AI is all about and not to depend on it. So that was my comment. I just wanted to say thank you. I learned more from this session today, and I really appreciate you all. And Dr. Walker, you are a great moderator, so thank you for that
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And
Yes.
we have Dr. Nwoye. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is particularly interesting because I happen to know and continue to know these specialists more. And it amazes me that they sort of captured the essence of SDIG. If you listen to them very carefully, you would have noticed the nuance of their various views and how they approach issues, whether it's in terms of low-hanging fruit Dr. Walker had been using to get them to give us, to give us the meat. They were using it in an effective way that not only elevates the contour at which they were operating, they are able to synthesize what was coming from both sides in order to plot new trajectories that will also lead to higher achievements. And that's the importance of engagement. The key, when you engage with people that way, you succeed. I can't wait to get two of you a place to be able to pose more deeper questions as we work on possible ways to ensure that what we do begin to impact other people. Now, as people who've known all these things and from various parts of the world, you know the impact of capitalism in impeding people from utilizing even they have their good minds to do something. How could you address the issue of organizations like SDIG that has footprints in different parts of the world with people having varied needs? Like now, some of our people are tinkering into different things that they're working on which will be working with Uraiz in order to figure out how do we meet their needs in their various locations. So how would you advise someone who has the ambition to ensure that everyone, regardless of your location in life trajectory, has an opportunity?
So when you look at your mission, right? And if you're looking to do something that affects everyone in the world, have you ever seen when people have a day of prayer and they like the whole world, everybody for 5 minutes, nothing, everybody's just praying, silent, no work. It just unifies the world. And you can come with a mission of something like that. I think there was, I don't know, 2008, 2006, there was something where there were hands around the world and people held hands and just chains of people all over the world holding hands and just for a moment being unified. And I think that you have to get grounded, but in order to make something like that happen, you have to have influencers join. There are people that have a lot of money and they're just looking for their name in the paper and to get onto something like that where they help fund it and you say, hey, thank goodness for Mr. XYZ or Miss So and so, that she helped fund it. That brings them recognition, brings you funding, but also helps you to get further in your mission. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, Dr. Nwoye, but I think that you can't do it alone. And I believe that when you have experts working with you, you have to let them do their job. As a project manager, I know that sometimes people are always putting their hands in. Oh, I'll tell you, please back up and let me, if you have experts, I think it's important to let them do their work. They know what they are doing. And if they're not, then you got to get rid of them. But that's just my point of view.
Right.
You got the goods, so
Yeah,
it doesn't matter anymore. We still love you.
Yeah, we love you both. No, thank you so much. As we're wrapping up our kind of second panel session here, just a reminder again that you can go to SDIG's website. I put it there in the chat, and we're 501c3. So please, if you really enjoy the work that we're doing, so we can continue doing it, you can make donations there, or you can share that link with your partnerships, and they can be involved as well. I mean, we're all about supporting the work that you're doing as you're transforming beliefs around the world, but also, being able to partner and collaborate with you as we move forward in our mission. So I think we're going to be ready to transition to our next spotlight, but I want to thank both these panel members, and unfortunately Linden wasn't available for us, but thank you so much. We appreciate everything you've brought to us. If you want to get in touch with either one of our panel members, again, you can find all their contact information in the registration link. So our spotlight next is on Dr. Chaluwani Elizabeth. I don't know if you wanted your full name in there, Adekunle. And I believe that you are ready.